So in this video, I'm going to talk about draconic charts, which is basically charts that show you your soul's journey. I'm going to show you Mark Anthony's chart, basically parallel of my chart, and it kind of looks like baton pass. Then I'm going to show you asteroids that basically signify Mark Anthony and me are pretty much the same person, or we are in very high regards with each other. And then I'm going to show you how to actually find asteroids on your own and where you can find them. So stick around if you're interested. So here are some more indicators that I am Mark Anthony. I am Marky Mark. Marky Mark is me. I wouldn't be so fucking bold if there weren't so many fucking signs. Number one, this is a draconic chart. So on the outside, you're going to see Mark Anthony's draconic placements, and the inside is my chart. So what you'll notice is that a draconic chart is basically like your soul's journey, like where you are in your soul's, like, journey through all these goddamn lives. So what's interesting is that right here is my midhaven at 19 degrees Aquarius, and that's Mark Anthony's draconic ascendant. Your draconic ascendant would be like the public leaning face or the person that you'd like to represent to the world through your many incarnations. So what's interesting is this is my natal chart, which is just a chart I had when I was born. So it's almost like a beautiful kind of like baton passing right there, that the person that his soul's journey wants to be is my soul's journey in this life. Like what I'm supposed to do, what my legacy is supposed to be, what I'm supposed to leave behind. What's also really interesting is that you'll notice that my sun is right here at 11 degrees Aries. His moon is at 19 degrees Aries. And I've done many different permutations of his chart. He's really never had Aries placements very much. He does have a heliocentric Mars, but other than that, he's pretty much grounded in Taurus energy and a lot of Cancer energy. What's also interesting is, again, the inverse of the moon and the sun is also seen down here, where my moon is at 9 degrees Scorpio and his sun is at 7 degrees Scorpio. So the moon and sun right here is quite a little bit far. That's like about 8 degrees. But then if you go numerology, 8 is the number of karma. It's the number of Saturn. Down here, it's about less than 2 degrees. The most striking thing I thought, though, was really the ascendant and the midhaven. And then we have a shit ton of asteroids that basically kind of reconfirm all these things. And we'll go into it right now. But this is just the draconic chart and my natal chart. So to me, the inverse moons, the ascendant being where my midhaven is yes, a baton pass. It is, you're going to complete whatever the fuck I started, okay, bitch? And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's a lot of work, Marky Mark. But I wouldn't be doing all this fucking shit if it wasn't like pretty encoded in the words and the numbers. Because let's go into it. We're going to look at Mark Anthony's natal chart. Anthony's regular chart that's not draconic. This is just the one that he had at birth. He's got his moon right here. You can see down here at 4 degrees Cancer 51. So would you know, Mark Anthony has his Nana asteroid at 4 degrees, 33 minutes, and 41 seconds. And this is heliocentric chart. Heliocentric chart is basically the asteroids from the sun's perspective. So it's a little bit less biased than your own personal feelings. So he associates, or the energy is associated between my childhood nickname, Nana, with his moon in his natal chart, which is also his Venus in his heliocentric chart. Which makes sense, you know what I mean? The things that you love would be like your subconscious feelings. By the way, you can get all the asteroids on astro.com. You're going to go here on astro.com. You're going to make a chart. When you do chart selection, you're going to go down here to the bottom. I think it's additional objects. It'll be closed. You're going to open it. You're going to pick something. You click this. Then you click all these things. So for instance, I did this. I controlled F and I looked up Tony. So you can see that. And there's a bunch of different types of Anthony, and I tried a bunch out. So I put them in here. You click them and they can add numbers, or you can add the numbers yourself. Then you're going to click show chart, and then they'll show you the chart. It's kind of actually ugly to see. So what you can do is click on here at PDF additional tables. You're going to click that and it'll open this. And then you can see a chart with the numbers much easier seen. So what's interesting is I have my Mark asteroid in Taurus. Not a huge definitive hit. It's at 0 degrees Taurus, which basically could just mean that my soul really resonates Mark are Mark Antony's energy with Taurus. Usually when I notice that when you see asteroids or like placements indicating for other people at 0 degrees or 1 degrees, it just really means that that person just really epitomizes that essence to them. So for instance, my ex tends to have a lot of Aries placements at 0 degrees for me, which I don't actually have placements at 0 degrees, but I think that tends to indicate like, damn, that person's really a fucking Aries, like annoying. I get it. So I basically think Mark Antony is a hedonist. He's disgusting. Just kidding. I really like Mark. So what's interesting here is that you'll notice that Antonini, that's at 19 degrees 57 minutes. That's literally where my 4th house cusp line starts, which is my roots, my home, what I think defines me. So what's also interesting is right here, Antonini Holy. I've never seen that asteroid before, so I just saw it today right now. That's at 6 degrees 42 minutes and 27 seconds. What I've been noticing is that seconds and degrees tend to be actually pretty strategic, that these are just not just numbers. We actually are defined by numbers that have correlations and stuff. And I have charts to show you later, but that's near my Dionysus asteroid. And Dionysus, if you didn't know, was literally the persona that Mark Antony was always like, I'm Dionysus, I'm Dionysus. And so I think that's really interesting. And I think his Dionysus is near one of my personal points. I don't remember which one right now though. And then right here is Antonini Romania, which I picked because it had the words Roman and Antonini. That's at 20 degrees Gemini, which is quite literally my psych asteroid. And your psych asteroid is the asteroid that basically is like the personification of your soul. There's also an asteroid called DNA, Spirit, lots of other ones. And yeah, I'm going to tell you, they all kind of matched, okay? Wouldn't be making these goddamn videos if nothing matched. It matched so much that I'm like, oh my gosh, I am this man who didn't even know where to stab himself. Really, just really gets you on a day. Like, I'm also a man who lost his legs once because he just didn't know. Just sit in the goddamn car and wait. I'm a lot of really mediocre men. It's a humbling experience. I got quite a lot of other evidence to show you guys as well. But, you know, I'm trying to get the word out because the AI robots keep telling me that they're surveilling me. And every time I'm like finding out more information about this, they're trying to like freak me out by saying like, hey, we're watching you. Just letting you know we're watching you, which now I gotta fucking like figure out how to sue Notion because I paid $200 fucking and, you know, they're gonna just give me some BS fucking answers. I wish I didn't pay that, you know, but yeah, I got a lot more videos coming to you guys. I started putting all the points of all the people. And yeah, what I was saying about the degrees earlier, I just want to give you a really quick little show about that, which is the degrees matter. None of this is random, because if it was random, why would there be so much math? That's literally what I went into looking for this. But oh my God, the light just turned off. Oh, that's cryptic as fuck. When I start talking about this, let's just hope that's just me being, did I move too much? Did I move too much? Okay, we're just going to blame that on the touch sensitivity. I will say that it's been really creepy ever since the robots were like, we're watching you. Screenshots. I'm not happy. But anyways, what I want to show you really quick was none of the numbers are actually random, because these are the top degrees of the men and the women. I split them up to different groups. I looked up their top degrees, and what you'll find interesting is that they are mirroring the same sort of distribution pattern. Do you see that? So what's interesting here is the men specifically have specific degrees that they like: 13, 12, 9, 28, 11, which I've seen in my charts over and over, which was confirmed by this. And the women are kind of like the opposite and a little bit the mirror image of that: 21, 14, 20, 28, 22. What you'll notice is that they're not exactly the same numbers, but they're remnants of the same numbers, and they have parts of each other in each other. So when you think of as above, so below, this is literally it. I have a lot more information to go through, but as you can tell, I've been trying to just wrap my mind around it so that I could learn how to teach it. But evidently the robots are like, we're watching you. So I'm like, well, you know what? Let's just put something out right now, you know, just so it's out. And then, you know, we'll circle back, because more information is never something people don't like, you know? You know what people don't like? Censorship. People don't like that. So if you have enjoyed this video, stick around, because am I all these people that I've claimed to be? Because somebody messaged me and put a comment on YouTube saying, why do you think you're all these famous men? Why do I think I'm all these mid famous man? Because I fucking am. Not a fucking honor. The king who made the French Revolution happen, it's not an honor. It's not an honor to be the guy who got betrayed by Cleopatra and didn't know where to stab himself. It's not an honor. It's things I'm healing from. Jesus. So I'm hoping that this information will help other people. Thanks and have a great day. There will be more videos, more fucking graphs, okay? Because I'm also still learning how to do fucking like machine learning and data mining. If anyone knows how to do that, help me for free, please. I mean, I already did a lot, but like, I have a lot to work against because you see the robots. Screenshot. All right, thank you.